says live, but then there's the countdown, and it's like, so when the countdown goes off or when the live goes on, I don't know. Anyways, I'm playing some Ghost of Yote right now, and I thought I haven't done a vertical stream in a little bit. I still get recommended to do so once in a while. So I was like, maybe we'll do it. We tried before. What was I playing at the time? I think I was playing Hades 2 at the time. And it's a little bit of a jarring experience playing it in this manner because you've got the TV here, the iPhone here on the tripod. So even though my eyes can see both, and the screen right now on the iPhone is about as tall as the TV is due to it being, far closer to me. Still a little bit of a jarring thing, and trying to play and read the chat and respond and all of that at once isn't the best setup necessarily without a capture card. But I wanted to talk, wanted to get in some gaming, so we're doing this. Robbie Rains, hi there. Corey Boehm, how's the Gale Force? Doing pretty well. Had a good workout this morning. Got in some chores. I'm looking forward to the weekend. This weekend, my wife and I are going to go see a movie. What's the one called? It's with Keanu Reeves, and he plays the role of like a guardian angel. I forgot the name of the movie though. But it looks pretty fun. So yeah, that's kind of what I've got planned for the weekend. Play some games, no doubt. I was debating right now playing Ghost of Yote or Pokemon Legends ZA, which I got yesterday, and that's pretty fun. Like it's off to a pretty good start. I'm not too far into it, but I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'll go back and forth between like 3 games now or what, but we'll see. I say 3 games because I'm still enjoying Hades 2 quite a bit. Even though, yes, I beat the game, beat it, right? There's still so much more to do in Hades 2 after you defeat Kronos for the first time. And I'm just taking my time enjoying what else to do in the game, I'm not Harry, my name is Paul. But welcome to the stream. The downside of streaming like this is you don't get to see the action on the screen. And that's kind of one of the points of playing and talking at the same time is that the chat could see. But in this vertical format, yeah, you don't really get to do that. I look like a Navy SEAL. Well, I have trained people to get ready for various departments, for the police force, firefighters, Navy SEALs, Marines, both folks going to and some people coming out of, but I'm not in the military myself. Chuck Norris wishes he was Paul Gale. Hi, Joycey J. Yvonne Francois, hello there. Mr. X. Do you like soccer? Yeah, soccer's pretty cool. I don't watch super regularly. I'm not big on any one particular team. I know that there's over 1 million people that have already purchased tickets, if I'm not mistaken, to the World Cup or that are trying to go there. But soccer's fun. Fun to play, pretty fun to watch, but not following, a particular team or watching it religiously, Ricardo Zemmelin, hi there. Corey Boehm, shh, don't give away Paul's secret about being a Navy SEAL. No, not that. Mr. X, Manchester United or Manchester City. So I couldn't tell you that. I'm not following like that in those regards. BB Bricks, hello, where are you from? I'm in the US. Just talking, doing a little game streaming, even though you can't see the Ghost of Yote footage that I'm currently playing. I thought I would play a little bit. You look like Messi. Oh, well, I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, one of the best soccer players in the world. I guess I'll take that as a, all right, thanks. You know, sometimes I get Chuck Norris because of the beard. What else do I get? I get Edward Norton once in a while. Without the beard, though. Jerry Wonder 2, hi there. Joycey J, can I tell my friends you're a Power Ranger and I know you personally? You know, I was a Power Ranger, Joycey J. So yeah, you could tell your friends that. Roger Enyer, yo, people of the internet, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Favorite Limp Bizkit song? Say the Serpent, you know, Limp Bizkit. I'm not particularly great at companies behind the music, such as whether it's this label, this organizer, etc., this musician, this song, this name of the song, and that is a song. So if I listen to music, I like a wide variety of music. I know that I like Limp Bizkit's music, but I cannot think in the moment of particular titles. Like, is chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water? That's one of them, right? But see, like, there's that just one more fight and I'll be free again. Yes, I've had enough of this. I don't know what that song is called. I'm not that good at associating the song with the name of the band with blah, 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 like I said. But yeah. There you go. So I don't know, but that's a good song right there. Carlton Son, hey everyone. This man looks like Harry, so I don't know who that is. No, he doesn't. He looks like Zach Galifianakis, Philip says. That's a little bit of a new one. I don't know if I got Zach Galifianakis before. Skill Zap. Sabir. Nah, says Joycey. Mrs. Paul Gale Network says he looks more like Paul Gale Network to me. That's very accurate. That's very accurate. Escapist, My Way. Oh yeah, My Way. My Way or the Highway. That's a good song. Classic. Philip. Robbie Rain says, hey Paul, today in gaming history, October 17th, 2024, Super Mario Party Jamboree launched for the Nintendo Switch. You know it. You know it. That's a true one. What's up, Abe Lincoln? I've pulled off the Abe Lincoln before. You know, it just requires me to shave the mustache and then like shave beneath the lip. But I don't pull that off every time. Pokemon Fan 34 says, hi. Mrs. Paul Gale Network says, no, Abe. Philip. Not sure who that is. Yeah, there's some actors or names that chat might say, I look like this or that, which I don't really know who that person is. Babu Khan, hi there. Now, this is why I don't necessarily stream in vertical mode too often. Not that I have anything against the mode itself, but I should say stream in vertical mode while playing a game, because are you trying to play the game or are you trying to talk to the chat and have a good time? Well, really when I stream, it's trying to talk to the chat and have a good time. But playing, it's a little bit tough. And now I'm pausing so I could read. That's a little bit lopsided. I have a feeling that even if or when I get a capture card, it's still going to be a bit of a challenge to play and have a good time playing, but keep the chat engaged because that's a lot of fun. Let me rewind a little bit though, because I do want to read the chat. Pokemon Fan 34 sent a gift. I haven't received one of those before in vertical mode. So I know vertical mode allows for some different things. Well, thank you, Pokemon Fan 34, for, what was that? A cup of coffee or something like that? Let's see. Curly Heart. Random question. Would you agree Cruisin' is the most underrated Nintendo franchise? I mean, they brought it back during the Nintendo Switch generation. I personally think like Star Fox is something that needs to come back, that is underutilized. I don't know about underrated because it has enough fans out there and there have been enough entries, but it hasn't been at its highest in a long time. You've got a pleasant face, thank you. You're chiming in from Pakistan. Well, welcome. Cran, hey Paul, how do you come up with your ideas? You mean like for the shorts? Well, I guess I've got a lot of ideas going through the dome, right? Like for the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, it was all about a different Nintendo t-shirt a day, every day for like those 76 days. For the Nintendo Switch 2 launch, it was all of the different locations you could play a Nintendo Switch or, you know, a Nintendo Switch 2 in. Donkey Kong Bonanza, all about being a gorilla, being athletic, having fun, doing that kind of thing. The Pokemon series, it took a while for people to catch on. Some people knew it, some didn't, but it was counting down from 30 to 1 or 31 to 1, all of the different days leading up to launch, matching it with a Pokedex of that respective Pokemon. Only a couple people have caught on so far with the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment series. Not everyone has spotted what am I doing with it yet, but it's just fun, different ideas. Oh, okay, Pokemon Fan 34, it was a latte you sent, thank you. Ubido, hello there, saying it's a new thing. Cran sent 100. I don't know 100 of what, but thank you, Cran. Robbie Rains. 1 week before Pokemon Legends ZA release, I had no interest in the game. I started seeing all the footage of the game through the week, and it convinced me to get it. I'm enjoying it so much so far. That's pretty awesome, Robbie. I'm glad to hear that. Sarah, thank you for the emojis. Robbie, a pumpkin spice latte. Cran, haha, I always love your videos. They're so unique. Thanks a lot, Cran. I appreciate it. I have a lot of fun with them. Now, the gaming history ones, those are fun on a totally different level because it's not just one game, you know, it's 365 pieces of gaming history. Like the other day, I didn't even do a video game. I did, well, 25 years ago on this date, I started working for Electronics Boutique, right? Like, just super fun, totally random, big variety on that. Lauren says hi. Nate, you know, guys, I bought a Switch 2 when it came out. Still to this day, I haven't bought a Switch 2 game. So are you playing, Nate, primarily like the Nintendo Switch library? Because there are a lot. I don't blame you if you're having fun with that. What do you think about Hoopa? Hoopa the Pokemon? Oh, Hoopa's all right, I guess. Yeah. I think Cruisin' might be the only Nintendo IP conceived by Americans. I could be wrong, though, LOL. I'd have to deep dive into Nintendo history on that one. I love your shorts countdowns. DK was wild, though. Yeah, Ubaldo. Thank you. Lev says hi. Hi there. Monado Max, loving the Hyrule Warriors countdown. Keep up the work. Will do. Wolfie67 says hi. Cran, I don't really like Hyrule Warriors, so I won't watch those videos, but I love the Pokemon videos you made. Well, thank you. Thank you. Mr. Smith. I like that. Nice beard. Thank you. Scrooge McDuck, hey buddy. Have you played Deltarune? A little bit, Lev. Bort Longyear. What's 371 times 432? Something like 160,212, something like that. The most important aspect of this is the ability to create and maintain. Yeah. M. Taff says hi. I'd love to see you do a video game history on Metroid. Some of the video game history shorts have had Metroid in them. Eventually, I will start a Metroid Prime 4 Beyond countdown. Steak 1024 says hi. Hi there, Steak. Tanya, hola. I like cat says hi. Hello to you both. Ramulth. Cran, you're muted. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Curly Heart. Do you like any Pokemon like Buried Alive? I'm hyperfixated on them. It's like a huge dose of early 2010s nostalgia. No, I'm not familiar with that, really. Tabby Cat Games, you playing too? Yeah, I'm playing. It's over 9,000! Like that kind of scream, you know? Because I do like some Dragon Ball. You want to see some screaming? Watch Dragon Ball Z Transformation with Gale Network on YouTube. You'll get some good quality screams right there. Hello, Tegan. Do you have a favorite video game on your iPhone? I liked Street Fighter 4. That was a kind of earlier iPhone game, like in 2010 or 11 or something like that. Not as good as, Street Fighter 4. Playing it with a controller like back in the day on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, but still pretty cool. The Fire Emblem Warriors, was it? Oh, what was the subtitle? The Fire Emblem game on iPhone was fun. Mario Kart Tour, Super Mario Brothers Run, those are pretty fun. I'm not a big game player on smartphones. Pokemon Go is cool. Yeah, I don't play a whole lot of games on my iPhone, but I'm glad that gaming exists on smartphones. What are you playing right now? I'm trying to play Ghost of Yote, but it's tough to play and watch the chat and stuff like that at the same time and respond. Balatro is my favorite iPhone game. It's addictive. Yeah, so I was considering picking that up for Nintendo Switch. I just didn't, because that could be fun. iPhone 3GS. That was my first iPhone. Valko. You'll be playing Legends tonight, Pokemon fan. That's awesome. You got the game at the GameStop today. Saved a lot of money with points and coupons and a gift card. My friend is buying the other one from me. Awesome. I'm glad you got it figured out. That's pretty sweet. YouTube Omer with the 2 months PGN White Belt subscription. Nice to see you here, YouTube Omer. Thank you for that. You got that leveled up emoji too. That badge, the Green Ranger badge, I like it. Buried Alive is a beta gym leader in Lavender Town. In the original Pokemon game, basically he was a zombie in the Pokemon Tower that would eat your trainer if you lost him in a battle. Not real though. Oh, okay, I see. What's your favorite console game? Favorite console game and favorite game of all time is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Balatro is better on iPhone. Play a few quick hands. Yeah, like just bust out a quick little match or so. That's cool to know. Let's put some music, please. Peridot. I'd definitely put on music if I was streaming on Oh, my PC, which is my normal setup. Right now I'm trying to play at the same time.
My brother and I used to throw sticks.
This is a little bit tough.
Wherever they pointed us. Where will you lead me today?
Bamboo Strike, Ultra Reflection. Let's go with
Said,
Ultra Reflection.
if you don't fall asleep, you just might learn something.
The Stick of Fate. How interesting. Ghost of Yote, I gotta say, is a heck of a good game. Ghost of Tsushima, I loved it. I mean, being a long time The Legend of Zelda fan, I eat this type of adventure action game up. So it really resonated with me. High quality. And then now playing Ghost of Yote, it's like more of that. If you like Zelda, you're going to like this kind of game, right? Or you're going to like this game. Stephen Coleman loves Zelda. Rumpel says meow. Colossal Power says, hey, Paul. Hey there. Peridot. Yeah, I played Parappa the Rapper back in the day on PS1. Jaren with another messy comparison. Your hair needs trimming, Marsh.
I should trust sticks more often.
Get a haircut about once every 2 months. Marsh and your attitude needs checked. I mean, you know what? You get a haircut once every couple of months, you might be at the beginning of the haircut phase where your hair is nice and trim and slick, or your hair's at the end of that 2-month reign where it's in time of needing that little bit of a trim, you know? Michael Gutmann, hello. I see how some people in chat. Oh, some new people in chat. Yep. Jaren, for real. What's your favorite N64 game that seemingly barely gets any recognition online? Good question. Oh, Beetle Adventure Racing isn't super well known, but is a really good quality racing game on Nintendo 64. Let's see. Who's your favorite Pokemon trainer of all time? Favorite Pokemon trainer from the games? There are quite a good amount of trainers, and I couldn't tell you right now who was the last. This is a dog. Marsh, this is Peach. She's playing with her toy right now. Yeah, you heard me say your name. That's right. You're a good dog. See, watch. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. That's Peach right there. Okay, I'll let you be. Awesome beard. Thank you. No, Marsh, I don't think you were rude. I mean, you were saying, what was your comment? You need a haircut or something like that, like, or you need a trim. You know, that's okay. I'm probably a week or so away from getting a haircut. Oh, Genma says hi. Isabella, OMG, gimme, I love it. What, the dog? Yeah, she's a good dog. Michael Gutmann, I just watched Beat 'em Up's video, and yeah, I don't think it's for me. The Pokemon game next year might be, though. The next Gen 10 Pokemon game. That early leak. As unfortunate it might be to get a leak, gosh, does the game look good. We're all cavemans, brother. Yeah, I like WWF No Mercy. Oh, WWF No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000. Those were good games. Those were fun games back in the day. It'd be really neat to have something like uh, something like a remake or a port, right? But with the WWF, WWE name change and stuff like that, that game couldn't natively just be ported. Too much work would have to be done. What's my channel about? Primarily video games and martial arts. A lot of martial arts tutorial and a lot of video game content. Usually when I'm live streaming, the live streams are about video games. That's usually what we talk about. There's a variety of topics, though, that we could end up talking about, but pretty fun stuff. I just shot someone with a fire arrow, and then now I'm also, involved in a attack where I am going for a whole crew at once. So now I will probably, not look at the chat for a moment so I don't die. Oh, and suffering. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's go for it. Blah. Wait, did I just finish the whole squad? I might have. Oh, I guess there was only 3. So I used a fire arrow to shoot at this group of bad guys. Killed one guy in armor right away, which was pretty cool. And afterwards, I did a face-off, and then I took care of the 2 guys back to back. Yeah, playing games effectively, efficiently, and talking live on stream, engaging in the chat, they don't really go all that well hand in hand, but I try this once in a while to do. Maybe it will just motivate me to getting a capture card. But even if I get a capture card, the problem with that is you're still going to run into, am I here to play a game and have fun and show the audience watching what the game is like, or to talk? Because you don't end up talking as much as you do during a regular live stream, And this whole setup is just fun to talk to everybody. So let me pause it for a moment so I could get back to the chat. Michael Gutman saying, why are there so many new people all of a sudden? So I've found that when you're live streaming in vertical mode, it gets pushed to new folks. And that's awesome. Brings new people to the channel. It also brings some people with some unpleasant things to say. Yeah, But it brings some new cool people too. I guess that's what I've found, is that, vertical streams gets kind of like pushed to a wider audience. What machine you play on? Right now I'm playing on PlayStation 5, which is Ghost of Yotei. But I have Nintendo Switch 2, I have Xbox Series X, I have old school consoles as well, but I really do those 3 mainly these days, of which probably the Nintendo Switch 2 gets the most play, followed by PS5 and then Xbox Series X. Yeah, the Japanese know how to make really good wrestling games, oddly enough, despite No Mercy's dev team being mostly Japanese. The game never released in Japan. WrestleMania 2000 did, though. Yeah. I don't know about World Tour or WCW NWO Revenge, if those came out in Japan or not. I'm trying to think at the moment. Can't think off the top of my head. Like, that was a good era. Aki wrestling games. That was a good era. I feel like 3 big things of the 90s were wrestling, Pokemon, and South Park. Speaking of South Park, I've got to watch the new episode. I heard that they just kind of like ended season 27 sort of abruptly and then just kicked off with season 28. But yeah, I've got to watch the latest episode. South Park and me, we go way back. I play PS5 and Nintendo, Michael says. I have a feeling there are some kids in the chat. I mean, anybody at any age could just drop into a chat and find it funny to say something negative or racist or whatever. And like, you know, that's unfortunate just for giggles, right? But yeah, immaturity is apparent at any age. Can you please give a shout out? She's a famous mom. That's pretty cool. What do you think about GTA 6? I think GTA 6 is going to be terrific. Like, GTA 5 is one of the games that my wife and I played a lot of a decade ago, and we just busted through that whole game, did all the side missions, and it was terrific. I think GTA 6 is going to be a landmark title where everyone is going to be talking about. It's probably going to break all sorts of records, be the best-selling opening game of all time, just gonna make a couple $1 billion, honestly, within a very short amount of time. GTA 6 will dethrone any opening game, any opening movie ever, in opening day weekend box office comparison sales. Sega and SCWX, there's a name I haven't seen in a while. Welcome. I love strawberry cookie says, I'm a kid though, and I'm not racist, and I'm chubby, but I get bullied for it sometimes. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, you get bullied. Bullies of any sort, whether they pick on somebody for weight, religion, look, whether someone wears glasses or not, like, I don't like that kind of behavior, Bullies are usually suffering inside in some way, and that's their problem, bringing it out to others, projecting that hate, that feeling, and trying to belittle someone else, make them feel bad so that they feels better, trying to get a laugh at someone else because they're dealing with their own issues. So hang in there, try not to get down, try not to let somebody pull you down. Easier said than not sometimes, but if you could have some good friends, exercise, work out, learn some martial arts, develop some different type of confidence, keep being cool, keep being a good person. Don't give in and become like them. Stay solid. More often than not, life will work out for you. A Start says, I like your hair. Well, thank you. King Zev, please give a shout out. Shout out. But how is it going to be great? I don't get it. What new will they bring? Because they have to release it on current gen consoles. Like, will it be inside the game or something? Oh, I'm not sure what game you're talking about at the moment. PJ and Jam says, hi there. How to fight bullies? Should we fight or ignore them? I mean, more often than not, ignore, walk away. Don't be confrontational. Try to make peace before anything else. If you have to fight, it's good to know how to defend yourself, but not to seek it out in the first place. He's talking about GTA 6, I think. Well, GTA 6 being designed for Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC, I think it's going to be pretty well utilizing that hardware. You know what I mean? And potentially Nintendo Switch 2. We'll see. I used to get picked on for owning a PS2 in 2017. What's wrong with that? Joke's on them. I was playing Pac-Man World 2, and they weren't. There you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with owning older hardware and playing older hardware. Enjoy it. Everyone's got a different path, and as long as you're having fun in life, not hurting anyone, enjoy being you. It's all good. I love Strawberry Cookie sent 100 of I don't know what, but Thank you, Michael Gutman. I think I'm gonna go. LOL. I'll hopefully make your next non-gaming stream. Yeah. It's it's a little bit experimental doing it this way, you know? And this is going to be a short stream. Usually, by the way, if you're new watching here in the chat, I stream for like a 64-minute minimum, kind of, like a little bit past an hour. Sometimes we go for like 2 hours. I don't have like a bare minimum, but kind of the bare minimum is seemingly like a half hour. You know, like just a quick little, hey, let's do a little talk. So I guess you could say the bare minimum might be 32 minutes, which is half of the intended Nintendo 64 typical minimum. Today, probably that's what we're looking at. I'll probably wrap this mini stream up for a bit. Just wanted to say hi. I do have a podcast tonight that I'm a part of. Joycey J, who's actually here in the chat, she's on the podcast, and it's the two of us, N64 Josh, and then the host of the podcast by the name of Mike Odyssey. And you could watch that podcast and participate with us on multiple channels, including my channel and Mike Odyssey's channel. I think N64 Josh might stream it to his place as well, but that's on YouTube. That begins at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is in 4 hours. So I'll be on the podcast for an hour, and then you could watch and listen to the rest of the folks, you know, continue to talk. But before I go, let me see. Marsh says, every game has great graphics now, and it's just boring now. Other than great story, what else can they do to make the game not repetitive, boring, or like any other game? I mean, we already got that in Red Dead Redemption 2. Gameplay. Make the gameplay loop fun, creative. Whether you're doing sword swing and stuff, magic stuff, and that type of game, cool puzzle solving, or a world that's tangible that you could interact with in different games. Different vehicles that respond in very different ways. Cooperative play. Puzzles in combat in terms of GTA. Just how much variety are they going to give you of things to collect, to buy, to play with, to fight, etc., you know? Karen says, great game last night. Thank you. Better cutscenes to make your game better, of course. Possibly. Show us your top 3 Pokemon. Well, I don't have anything with me at the moment to show, but top 3 Pokemon. It's pretty old school, but I think I've got to go with Charizard as my number 1. Maybe Blastoise as number 2, and like Mewtwo as number 3. I don't know. I'm a really big Gen 1 guy. Console X-Lin, do you know Disney Infinity? Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Yeah, I like 3D Mario games where they give you a fun, unique challenge each level. Yeah, 3D Mario is a good example of how they have managed to adapt and evolve in times and still give us something amazing. Every 3D Mario since Super Mario 64 to Super Mario Bowser's Fury, you know? Yeah. Mario is an amazing example of how 3D Mario has continued to evolve for 30 years. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 is great. Carly Hart, this might be the last comment I read. Speaking of GTA, have you ever realized GTA, in terms of Nintendo-only consoles, comes out on their handheld? Yeah. Chinatown Wars, right? GTA 1 and 2 on Game Boy Color. Oh, and then Advance on GBA. Chinatown Wars on DS. And Definitive Edition on Switch. I mean, we'll see if... First of all, I think 4 and 5 could easily run on base Switch. I'd like to see 4 and 5 make it over to Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2. And Nintendo Switch 2, if you agree that GTA 6 could run on Xbox Series S, then definitely Nintendo Switch 2 could handle GTA 6, right? It's going to take up a lot of space on that internal. More people are going to need a micro SD express card, but I'd like to see it come over. All right, I did not end up getting that much playtime in. I'm actually going to pause right here. But what a fine game. Gale Garcia, hello there. All your games belong to Switch. Yeah, Nintendo 128, that's right. Most of the gaming is definitely on Nintendo Switch 2 these days. But the PlayStation 5 with Ghost of Yote is definitely getting some good time out of me. And next year, Wolverine will too. Rudov, thank you for the 100. I don't know what, but thank you. Yo. Right back at you. Anything else that I might have missed? I Love Strawberries earlier said you had eye surgery on September 12th and my eyes are okay now. I still have to wear glasses and thank you for the advice. You're welcome. And I am glad that your eyes are doing well. I hope that you continue to keep them healthy and that you're all good post-surgery, you know? I have a 3060. Can it run GTA 6? It might be able to. Remember the South Park game on N64? Yes, that used Turok Engine. I love that game. I have that one still. Yeah, I do. That's a pretty fun one. Charles Trudell, thank you for the stream. You're welcome. It blanked out my name for some reason. Roduvas, most of it at least. Collecting PS3 CDs is the best collection thing ever. That was a fun one. I have a good amount of PS3 games still. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here. I've got to roll. Hey, we hit like a 42-minute stream. I wasn't sure how long it was going to be. I knew it was going to be shorter than like the regular hour, 4-minute long streams, which I guess I could say the minimum length of these is, I guess you could say 32 minutes, since that's half of Nintendo 64. But we'll be back on later for the podcast. And yeah, tomorrow's gaming history is going to be an exciting one, so look forward to that. We're done with the Pokemon shorts, but the Hyrule Warriors shorts are going strong, so I've got some more fun ideas for that. And yeah, thanks for joining. Even if it was a short stream, I still try to get in a good amount of comments. I favored comments for sure over the gameplay, but hey, I gotta play a little bit of Ghost of Yote. Still an awesome game. Excited to do more. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. But all right, take it easy, everybody. Peach says bye. She's like, why'd you wake me up? I was sleeping. Bye, all. Thank you for showing up.